Good day everyone, I'm Jan Lesos and I'm here to report the frameworks of Tqm. But first, what is Total Quality Management or the Tqm is? Tqm is a management framework based on the belief that the organization can build long-term success by having all its members from low-level ranking workers to its highest ranking executives focus on improving quality and thus delivering customer satisfaction. So let's proceed on the frameworks of Tqm. The frameworks of Tqm was formulated on the basis of the theoretical model of Tqm, implementations, construct, and overall business performance. So the frameworks of Tqm was the combination of elements of Tqm and the overall business performance. The frameworks of Tqm was based on the hypothesis that Tqm implementation has affect an employee's satisfaction, product quality, customer satisfaction, and strategic business performance. So in other words, overall business performance is the result of Tqm implementation. We can see in this chart the 11 elements of Tqm implementation. All of these are connected to each other, and it is start to leadership, supplier quality management, vision and plan statement evaluation, process control and improvement, product design, quality system improvement, employee participation, recognition and reward, education and training, and the last one was the customer focus. All of these 11 elements of Tqm implementation will be reported of my group mates. These 11 elements of Tqm is lead to the overall business performance in employee satisfaction, product quality, customer satisfaction, and strategic business performance. That's all. Thank you.
Tqm implementation practices. A set of Tqm implementation practices and their explanation are presented in this section. In fact, implementing Tqm is to implement the 11 Tqm elements. There is a set of Tqm explanation practices supporting the implementation of each element. Number 1 is leadership. Implementing Tqm requires a team effort headed by your organization's leadership team. Each person involved in change management has their responsibilities, and it is important for the entire organization in Tqm to make delegating responsibility more effective. Number 2, supplier quality management is a critical activity for any business that relies on supplier in the provision of their goods or services. It involves managing, monitoring, and responding to changes in the supplier's ability to fulfill customer needs on time and to agreed quality specification. So, partnership with suppliers. You can build partnership with your supplier. Supplier selection criteria: if it's the price and or quality is worth. Participation in supplier with performance evaluation. You will evaluate the performance of one supplier to another. Supplier quality audit, if your supplier is providing the quality goods and services and non-conformances in manufacturing quality service provision. And last is supplier communication. Number 3, vision and plan statement. It is a short declaration on what organizations aspire to be. Vision statement. It is how the future will look if the organization achieves its mission. Quality policy. It is a guide for everyone in the organization as to how they are provide products and services to customers. Product quality goal. The capacity of product to meet consumer needs. Quality improvement plan and formulation of vision plan. For evaluation. Based on overall business performance, is assess the firm's current Tqm. Evaluation of strategy to see how well the business perform its goals. Evaluation of department performance. is a process by which you examine your employees' work behavior. Employee performance reviews, which allow manager to evaluate their employees' contribution to the company. Quality audit, it is a systematic review of an organization quality control system. Benchmarking, process of comparing cost, efficiency, costs, aim for zero defects in the company. And last, information system. Number 5, process control improvement. It is the process of defining, evaluating, and enhancing current process to maximize efficiency, follow the best practice requirements, or simply enhance quality. Shop floor control, process capability, equipment maintenance and innovation, inventory management, inspection, and use of quality tools.
Okay, the continuations of our report about TQM implementation practices. Number 6, the product design involves concurrent engineering, reliability engineering, designings for manufacturability, designs of experiment, quality functions deployment, value engineering, computer-aided design or CDA. It's all about to create a new product to be sold, a business to its customer. Number 7, the quality system improvement involves quality manual, quality system procedure, work instruction, iOS 9000 certification. It's all about a process for changing standard. Number 8, employee participation involves cross-functional team, quality control, circle, within functional team, information communication, employee suggestions, improvement employee commitment, job rotation, workers' congress, trade union. It's a process whereby employees are involved in decision-making process rather than simply acting on orders. Okay, number 9, the recognition and reward involves recognition and reward program, working environment improvement, salary promotion, bonus scheme, position promotion, moral award, penalty. It's all about the process whereby management shown an acknowledgement of employee outstanding performance. Number 10, the education and training involves education and training plan, team learning, quality awareness education, training and quality management knowledge, job training, the formal education promotions. It's all about has the proper training and educations, and educated employee and manager will be more positive and committed to the process as they know what is the expected from them. And number 11, customer focus involves customer compliant information, market investigation, customer satisfaction survey, quality warranty, customer service, customer information system. It's all about when you understand what your customer wants and needs, you have the better chance of figuring out how to get the right material, people, and processes in place to meet and exceed their expectations.
Now, let us proceed to the TQM implementation process. This section will provide a process of using TQM implementation model in practice. This process consists of 7 steps, and the first one is top management commitment. In every organizational structure, there are top management that consists of board of directors, chief of executive, or managing director. The top management is the ultimate source of authority, and it directs goals and policy within the organization. To have an effective TQM implementation, top management must make strategic and sound decisions that could help the management in achieving its goals and objectives. The role of the top management is very important, especially in TQM implementation process, because they monitor the works and performance of the employees or the team that are assigned in doing this task in this process. Everything will fall into places and happens accordingly if the management is performing their role too. The second step is to formulate a TQM implementation team. People in organization are fundamental building block of any TQM. Teams are established and set by the executive to work in this process and to achieve the objectives of the company. Teams are established and assigned in order to control TQM implementation processes in behalf of the top-level management. They will report the progress and changes to the executive to make necessary amendments or changes in the process. Teamwork must be driven by strategy and they have a structure and be implemented thoughtfully and efficiently. When properly managed and developed, teamwork improves your processes and directing the firm into success. And the third one is evaluate TQM practices and overall performance of the business. Evaluation is an important tool for improving the management and also in determining the success rate of business performance, especially in TQM. Evaluation must be done necessarily, if needed, to help determine what works well and what could be improved in TQM implementation practices presented and the overall performance of the business. After evaluating, top management and team could suggest improvements and seek support for continuing the implementation based on the information they gathered in evaluation. A proper evaluation is very important in TQM implementation process and as well as to the overall business performance of the business because it will serve as the indicator of the progress and chances of achieving the success of the management.
Next is D to D. It's all about PDCA cycle. So, what is PDCA cycle? PDCA cycle is a 4-step technique that is used for problem solving in business. It is a continuous loop of planning, doing, checking, and acting. Originally developed by American physicist Walter A. Shehart during the 1920s. The cycle draws its inspiration from the continuous evaluation of management practices and management willingness to adopt and disregard unsupported ideas. How PDCA cycle works. The PDCA cycle can help differentiate a company from its competition, especially in today's corporate world where anything that can help them streamline their processes to reduce costs, increase profits, and improve customer satisfaction can offer an advantage. P means plan. It provides the framework from which to operate. Importantly, it should reflect the organization's missions and values. It should also map the project's goal and clearly indicate the best way to meet them. D means do. This is step where the plan is set in motion. The plan was made for a reason, so it is important for players to execute its outline. This stage can be broken down into 3 sub-segments, including training of all personnel involved in the project, the actual process of doing the work, and recording insights or data for the future evaluation. C means check. Typically, there should be 2 checks throughout the project. First, checks should be done alongside implementation to make sure that the project's objectives are being met. Second, a more comprehensive review of the project should be done upon completion to allow for successes and failures to be addressed and for the future adjustments to be made. And the last one is A means act. Corrective actions are made in the final step. Once past mistakes have been identified and accounted, the PDCA cycle can be refined and repeated anew in the future, perhaps to better results under new guidelines. So that's the meaning of the PDCA cycle. Benefits of PDCA cycle. Companies looking to enhance their internal and external processes often deploy the PDCA methodology to minimize errors and maximize outcomes. Once put into effect, companies can repeat the PDCA cycle and make it a constant in their organization as something of a standard operating procedure. That's one of the 4 stages is to deploy corrective actions, make the methodology ideal to strive for continuous improvement. That's all.